So welcome, Ruchir, to this call, and thanks a lot for taking your time out to talk to people who would be very soon in the same place you were exactly a year ago. Just for everyone who are present in the call, can you please introduce yourself? Tell them what you're doing before MBA uh, and what you're going to do after MBA. Include that information as well.
Yeah, I'll just start with a quick introduction. Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for joining in. So I was born in Gujarat and I've been brought up across 8 different states across India. So fun fact, I've not been in a particular school for not more than 2 years. So I've roamed almost entire India, be it north, south. Uh, West Bengal is the only area which I've left. So my schooling was done. I'll just tell you the milestone events. My 9th and 10th was done in Bangalore. 11th, 12th, I did it in DPS Gurgaon. Then I went on to do engineering. I'm an electrical electronics engineer. I'm from VIT Chennai, and I'm a 2020 pass out.
Ruchir, your video is stuck, I guess. Is it stuck for everyone? Can someone unmute and tell me?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, he will come back. I will, of course, he will complete his introduction, but I will just let you know, guys, that Ruchir, as he said, he was from VIT Chennai. He had 3+ or 4+ years of work experience in Standard Chartered Bank as a development analyst, and that's pretty much about it. He did not have anything else in his profile. The reason I have invited him and not someone else, because I had lots of ISB admits last year as well, is because there are so many people who self-reject themselves, saying ki, oh, I do not have a profile. I don't have a profile strong enough for ISB. And I hope you people will get motivation from Richard, because he literally did not have anything in his profile except a good GMAT. He had a 740, if I remember correctly, or 730. I think it was 740.
760.
Oh, 760 you had.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's even better.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'll just rejoin. I'm not able to start my video. Reconnect once again.
What is happening?
It's telling you cannot start a video because
Why?
the host has stopped it. Host has stopped it. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now you try.
Yeah. I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
I was
guys.
telling
Yeah.
everyone, Richard, that you had a very strong GMAT, but that was pretty much about it with respect to your profile, right?
Yeah. So
Generally, there are so
mhm.
many. Sorry, I'm not letting you speak, but I will let you speak once I finish. Because it is very important for me to say this, because there are so many people who don't even think about ISP, saying, oh, I am from a very small college. I'm not from IIT, or I do not have a typical, I'm a general engineer male. I have a typical IT profile. So no matter what, ISP will not take me. So this is again a myth busting session for all the people here, to understand that ISB does not look for superstars. It looks for people who can come and contribute in some way to the batch. And if it's able to find those qualities in you through application and through interview, they will take you. Right. Okay, I'm done. Please continue.
Till where could you hear me? I think I'm just
You're talking about where you were born and brought up.
Okay. So just fun fact, I just said you earlier as well that I was not in a particular school for not more than 2 years. I went on to do my engineering from VIT Chennai. I'm an electrical electronics engineer. 2020 is the year I passed out in, and then I went on to work with Standard Chartered Bank as a developer over there. So in Standard Chartered Bank, I was there for around 2 years and 6 months or so. And then post my stint in Standard Chartered, I started looking out for my MBA. So I attempted CAT. I think I attempted CAT 2 or 3 times, but since I'm a general engineer male, you need that 99 percentile, but I was not able to touch the 99 percentile. So then I started preparing for CAT as well as GMAT simultaneously. Then luckily GMAT went really well and I was able to secure a good score. And then at the very last moment, I actually met Dr. Anshul. And then I reached out to him and then I was like, such and such is my profile and what has to be done. And I think it was his help more than like he helped me a lot actually, because it was at the very last moment when I asked him. And yeah, then I went on to secure a seat at ISB, and after ISB, I'm going to Infosys Europe. So I'll be in India for 6 months, and then I'll be going to Germany or Netherlands. Country is yet to be, it's still to come. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. Profile wise, yeah, I would say ki, sorry, my 10th, 12th, and my engineering was all 999, if you would say. GMAT was a good 760. I used to play, I play cricket, play badminton, so I'm into sports. So I had a lot to talk about in the current hobby section. I think that is still, yeah, it's still there. Right? Last when I was looking at, so I'm also in the admissions team at ISB. So I am also looking at certain people who are coming, their essays and co-curricular activities and what are their education qualification. So in that, I had so many things to write about. And essays also played a quite role. More or less, that was the thing actually. Yeah.
So, Ruchir, when you met other people at ISB, what was your observation? Like, do ISB really
Yeah.
need
Since you since you
technical?
mentioned now, yeah. Please go.
Does ISB really need people who are the actual superstars, who have achieved a lot of things, have a lot of resume spikes? Because this is a myth that is floating all across. So I want you
Correct.
to tell other people, what did you notice in last 1 year?
So it's good to have those spies. It makes your life easier. I'm not denying that.
Yes.
But there are so many people who are not from tier one colleges, who are from regional engineering colleges,
Yeah.
who have done their BCom, BBA, and not so famous universities, and they have not, and they went on to score a decent GMAT score. I would say this year's average was around 720, 730.
Yeah.
Even there are people who have got 700. I have even seen people. There are people in my batch who have got 680
Yeah.
in GMAT, and they have still made it into ISB.
I'm calling
So
some 680 people next week.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they will also give you a very good perspective on how they were able to secure a seat, even they had a very low GMAT score. Because what I have got to know is that till the interview process, your GMAT score is not counted as such, right? They are just seeing your essays and your what have you done. They're looking at your profile actually. At the end of your and if you get shortlisted for the interview, at the end of the day, your GMAT ka score ka valuation is put
No, no,
into
no.
it, and there's some sort of
They look at
a,
your GMAT as well while shortlisting you for the interview. But while reading your application, they mask the
yeah.
GMAT score.
Yeah. They mark that GMAT score exactly. So there's no sort of a bias actually
Yes.
that you have scored a higher GMAT or lower GMAT, whatever it is. So I think people don't give a shot at all at ISB that because they self-reject themselves. I would say don't self-reject yourself. Apply for it. Let's see na kya hota hai. And like try to build more on your essays and what have you done. Like you have to articulate it really well, because while I was reading certain essays, it felt as if it's been written very half-heartedly and people are not putting any effort whatsoever. And then we are also, then it goes further and gets rejected from there itself. So if that is strong, your like the message which you're trying to communicate, what are you getting into the table? And ISB is all about how you're able to give back to ISB in whatever means possible, right? Be it peer learning or post ISB, if you can go and to help ISB in certain ways. So that is what ISB is looking for, and they want to build a strong alumni base. And I think that has been very consistent. I've not seen any alum who's been like not responded to me during the placement process as well. I mean, I reached out to a lot of alums. I was getting shortlisted in multiple companies and I just wanted to know what these companies are all about. And so, yeah, alum base is really helpful. But that and all will come later. But right now, the focus has to be that how you can make your application stronger, and how you should be able to articulate your thoughts in a very constructive way, I would say.
Okay, so Ruchir, you had a great GMAT score. So would you, because 95% of the people, even more than that, the people who are attending this call, they are yet to take their GMAT, which makes sense because it is still April.
Okay.
So what tips you would want to
Okay.
give for GMAT?
Yeah, for me it was very, what do you say, basics and all was covered because I was taking coaching for CAT. So I took coaching from Career Launcher and XYZ. There's so much of online material available as well. So from there on, my base was kind of built.
Hmm.
And I took a lot of regular mocks which are available in the MBA.com itself, the the guide which is present over there. So it was all done self-learning, to be honest. I did not get into a mentor, or I did not take some tuition or tutor whatsoever for the GMAT preparation. It was just coming naturally to me because uh, after giving 3 times of CAD, your brain kind of becomes very habitual that you need to solve a certain problems in a certain way. And so tips wise, I would say you have to be consistent for sure. You have to leave your commitments. Maybe you have to leave your parties, or you have to leave your office commitment as well. I would say start taking some backseat in your office if it is possible, right? So for me, it was a bit easier because I was working from home, right? So I was able to, take a backseat kind of, right? I mean, if you people are working in office and you're going daily, I think it would be a challenge for you. But I mean, you have to devote your time. And I was consistent, and I was giving mocks every 2 weeks or so. And then score. After getting the score, you need to reflect it. Yeah, matlab, that also helped to really. I mean, it's a very cliche advice, but I think that helped for me. I mean, going back to your score and how are you doing wrong and how could you improve it, right? So, and that is all. Yeah, matlab, for me, it was coming very naturally. So I don't know how it's coming with you all. I mean, I can maybe help you one on one if you are facing
गोला खाने चल रहा है
in a particular
चल रहा है
area.
Okay.
हाँ हाँ आजा
Nishant, please mute yourself, yaar. Don't make me throw you out of the meeting.
I'm sorry Anshu
Please, yeah. Okay, Ruchir, that's all I need to ask from you. I think I already know you. Uh, I, I just wanted to know some perspective with respect to your experience at ISP because
Hmm.
you just finished 1 year there. And now, without wasting any time, I would request people here to ask their queries and so that they can answer, you can answer them. Guys,
For
feel
sure, please
free
go ahead.
to unmute yourself. You can, yeah, I have given permission to unmute yourself. Abhishek is asking, is it necessary to take a tuition for GMAT? I haven't took any other exams before. If I haven't took any other exams before, what do you?
Yeah, if you have not taken any exam, then you should go for it because they will be able to give you a constructive path, what needs to be done. Yeah, you should go for it.
Okay,
Hi, Ruchir. Please
Hello.
excuse my voice. I have a sore throat.
no
Try to
No
problem.
be
issues,
as
please
clear
go ahead.
as possible. So,
Yeah.
apart from your great GMAT score, do you think something else helped you, maybe during the interview, maybe the way you answered or the way you put forward something? What else do you think helped you? Yes, GMAT score, I get it, but do you think there's something else that helped you there apart from the GMAT score?
Yeah, I think I had a lot to talk about myself actually. I, so my number one line is that I'm able to connect with people quite easily because I've lived around 8, 9 different states across India. I was in Singapore also for a while. So
Mhm.
like this, I'm able to communicate and I'm able to, showcase that I'm a very extroverted person. I had a
Mhm.
very personal traumatic experience. Or not a traumatic, it was a life-threatening experience to go. I
Okay.
had gone through a rare neurological disorder. So I was paralyzed from top to bottom. So it
I
took me
see.
like 6, 7, 8 months to get back to my feet and do whatsoever. So that there is one story to talk about over there, that
Okay.
how I came back. And I think ISB looks up to these stories because it shows your character, right? Like how you are
Your
able to come
persistence.
top,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right. That
from
you were
bottom
very
to top.
determined.
How we,
Okay. Okay. You
yeah, I
you
mean
mentioned
that,
this in your
yeah,
essay as well. this
Yeah, I
experience
did
Oh,
mention this
and
in my
spoke
essays.
about
Yeah,
it. Okay.
of course.
yeah. So that was the talking point during the interview or interview for
I
a
still
while.
have Ruchir's message on WhatsApp. Anshul, should I include this or this in the essay or not? What are you
Correct,
talking about? We have to. And then we redid the essay.
correct. So it was a
So you
rare
feel
neurological
putting
disorder,
forward this.
GBS.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
Right. So you could show them that you were a very determined and a very persistent person, and of course that
Yeah,
helped as well.
and I would say that I was able to showcase them that I'm a very 360-degree kind of a guy. I'm not just inclined towards academics, right? I was into sports. I am still into sports. I play cricket over here at Gurgaon. I have a team here. I play badminton. I played for my school, college.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Okay.
I was
Now I
into
want.
music as well. I have a YouTube channel, so I was able to. There are so many talking points over there. It was not very restricted,
Right.
right? So they are also looking for someone who's a versatile person, I would say. Like,
Right.
you don't need to be master of all, but at least you should know what you're doing and what all you can give back to ISB. So yeah,
Okay.
and I
Nice.
was
Okay.
able to incorporate a lot of stuff about ISB before itself. That I talk about ISL. There is one ISB Super League which happens. I was able to tell them that I can contribute here. There is a jukebox in which is basically a music band at ISB,
I
right? So
see.
since
Okay.
I
Okay.
right, so there were so many things to talk about, and I was talking about ISB stuff before joining itself. So that
Okay.
showed that my interest, right? How much I have thoroughly prepared for ISB and well researched everything. So all these things helped a lot.
You have also
Nice.
mentioned about leading OSC or SLC in your essays, and they asked you
Exactly.
during the interview,
They
and
asked me to native.
we had written it with the hope that they will ask, and they did.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
What is
And
that?
they
I
did.
didn't get it.
We will
What
talk
would
about
you?
that later, Preeti. If
Okay.
start talking about it, it's a huge.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
Thank
worry,
thank you.
I will cover all those things in future calls.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Okay, Krisha has asked a very good question. Does it help to be extroverted, as you mentioned, or at least show that you are more extrovert than introvert?
I mean, it helps for sure. It shows that you are able to communicate with people, and you can make connections at ISB, right? And that helps a lot. I mean, it's better to show that you're just not into yourself all the time, right? There's nothing harm in it. You have to be who you are. You just cannot uh, duplicate who you are, right? I mean, so it's good to have. I wouldn't say that's you should have, but that's fine. But be true to them, yeah. Don't lie about anything or don't try to portray something which you are clearly not. I mean, there are alums who are taking the interview, so they are actually looking forward for you to actually do good, right? So they're not in a mindset that have to go reject you or something. And it's not like the IIM's interview where they're trying to grill you so much, right? Here it's a very friendly conversational interview where they want to know about you and how you can again contribute to ISB. These are the two main things which they're looking at. So just showcase who you are really, and that should work for you.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah.
Palona has asked, how much does WorkX in terms of where you have worked and the quality of your work matters before MBA? Very, very great question. Ruchir?
Yeah. I think the work experience really means a lot actually. If you're coming from a very niche sector and if you want to get into a very specific sector again, post ISB, so they're also looking for people who they can easily get shifted from one particular genre to different thing, right? So if you're coming from, let's say I was coming from an IT background, and in the essay I had written that I wanted to get into the
Product management.
technology space, I product management, right? So this is a very what do you call standard switch, which I would say, right? And they want people from diverse backgrounds actually. So because that's the one thing which ISB boasts about, that they have number one in terms of diversity, right? So, but in the essays, you need to mention that something which could be achieved step by step. So you need to show a step-by-step approach. I think this we discussed in the essay preparation as well with Anshu, that it should not be that you are going from A to Z directly. It has to be like you're going to A to B to C, and then you are eventually landing up at a particular place, right? So I showed that I was in an IT industry, and for me, the best switch would be to go to a product management side, right? It does not matter what you do after getting into ISB, right? First, the main priority is you want to get into ISB. So you need to showcase them that this is the step-by-step approach which I'm going to follow, and hence I'll be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. So don't show ki I am in an IT firm and I want to go into investment banking straight away, right? So I mean, it's not a very classic switch, I would say. People do switch over here, but you need to portray in a certain way, is what I'm saying.
So, Ruchir, what you
Yeah.
just said was very accurate. But actually, actually Palona is asking something else, and I will answer her question, and then you can follow. You can add your own comments if you want to. So, Palona, yeah, definitely the quality of WorkX matters. In fact, quality of WorkX is one of the 5 parameters which ISB checks uh, before giving you an admit. I mean, which ISB marks you. There are 5 parameters on which they mark you, and on the basis of those 5 parameters, the score, when they add up the weightage of those 5 parameters, that score decides if you are getting an admit or not. So quality of your WorkX is very important, but where do you work is not important at all. I can very confidently say there are people in the group that you are a part of, people who have worked in BCG and Bain, and they are sitting without even getting an invite. If you want, I can give their reference, but of course, I will not take anyone's name here publicly. While people from lovely professional university who are who worked in some random startup whose name no one had heard, are sitting at ISB in this batch. So quality of WorkX is important. The brand name is not important at all. Ruchir, do you have any other opinion, or do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree with it. And also you need to showcase them what work you have done actually. If you're not able to showcase what work you have actually done, because they will catch you in seconds, yeah, that you are just bluffing over here, right? So quality of work, I would say whatever wherever you are, you should actually know certain aspects of the business, actually how you are making money, and how exactly are you getting clients onboarded, right? So basic things you should be knowing of what you're doing, and that you will be able to talk much better in the interviews. That will actually help you in the interview. So quality of work does matter, yeah, for sure. What about people who have had personal and mental health challenges? Uh, as in, you want to showcase this in your profile, is it? In your essays?
Please elaborate. What do you mean by, I mean, I
Yeah.
understand, but what is the actual question?
Yeah, sorry. So when you mean quality of work experience, could you give me an example or tell me what quality actually means? Because I didn't get that. Like, you mean top position
No,
or
your contribution to the company
I see. Okay. Hmm. I mean, how would you show that? For example, I'll
by
just tell you.
writing good essays.
Okay, that's it. No, I'm asking because, for example, I work as a food safety officer with GHMC.
Perfect.
So there's a certain I mean, it's a certain work delegated to you, and you just do that. There is nothing that I can come up
Preeti,
with.
do not, you're downgrading your own work by saying there is nothing that you do.
No, I'm just saying. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm not looking in the right direction. So, what do I have to show? If you could give me an example, maybe
I
then
cannot
I
give an
could.
example because it will not make sense to you because you come from a very diverse profile. You need to
Mhm.
dig deep into your work and then communicate in a way in the interview and in the essays, first in the essays and then in the interview, of course, that shows that what you are doing is important and you are making very valuable contribution to the company.
Okay. Mm, mm.
That is
So
the
when you start
reason.
writing on pen
Yes,
and paper, then
start
is the
writing.
time you will realize that you have so much to talk about and you have so
Also,
much to.
Ruchir, I want you to comment on, see, there are so many people, so many, 90% of the people are following this. Okay, I'm right now preparing for GMAT or GRE. These people are not even thinking about application. They don't even know what are the topics. They don't even care. Do you think the strategy will work?
This strategy will not work whatsoever. See, you have to be very, you have to play it very intelligently over here, right? It's a game, yeah, basically. And application matters the most, yeah. Even if you get a low score, because score is something you have no control once you're given the exam, right? But application is something which you can go and do a lot of iterations and come up with the best which suits you. So you need to make sure, yeah, there are so many things to talk about if it comes to preparation for the application. There are essays, there are co-curricular activities, what you did in your work, how you are supposed to put that in the application. I mean, in the later calls, I would be able to, talk much about it, but this is not the agenda. But yeah, application, may you have to be serious, yeah, because you can't just let it be ki we have a good GMAT score and everything will happen. I am telling you, there are people with 760, 770 who have not made it.
Yeah, we have people with 760, 770 reject in the group also. Not even invited
Okay.
for the interview, forget.
See, a lot of folks leave a lot of sections in the application blank. What is the
Yeah.
image you're giving about yourself? So yeah.
I remember, yeah, Dhanush and Palona, I am asking you to unmute. I just wanted to give I just got reminded of one guy I worked 2 years ago. Great guy. I mean, 6 years of work and already had a product role. That too in a managerial role. He was managing, he was a product manager, that too in a very emerging industry. He was in renewable and EVC, electric vehicle.
Electric vehicle.
Emerging field when everyone is talking about that field, product manager, managerial position, managing a group of product. Great essays he had written. And he came to me during the interview phase and he had completely left the extracurricular hobbies and extracurricular thoughts and
I remember
achievements.
this person.
And I asked him, why did you do it? He had no answer. He had no justifiable answer. I tried my best to train him in firefighting. I use the word firefighting to your Ruchir knows firefighting means in case they start grilling you on something stupid that you have written in the application, then what is the plan? We make a big plan, then okay, this is what you'll say. And he did as expected. They started grilling him on why he had left those sections blank. And he did all that I asked him to. But at the end he said, लग रहा है कि तुम सोकर उठ के सो के उठे और एप्लीकेशन लिखा और सबमिट कर दिया.
Application पर submit
And
कर
he was
दिया.
not. Okay, sorry, I am speaking a lot again. Palona, you can unmute yourself and you can ask whatever you wanted to ask.
Yeah. Hi, Anshul, and hi, Ruchir. I just had a small question. So I have worked with McKinsey and BCG, both the firms, and I'm currently with the BCG right now. But I'm not into core consulting. That's what my plan is post MBA, that I want to get into core consulting. Right now, I work as an associate designer. But that is not consulting, right? So would that affect the quality of my work, or how would it play in my favor, or would it be like?
No, I'll ask Ruchir to answer this, then I'll add my comment.
There's nothing like that. It's great that you have multiple brands in your resume, first of all, that you have worked with McKinsey and BCG. Ultimately, when you want to switch into consulting, it would be a different game altogether when you join ISB, right? There would be so many workshops and case preps and whatnot, and then you need to get a short list into them. Eventually, it might actually help you since you are actually coming from McKinsey or BCG, right? So they would want people who are already worked in the organization. I get it, you're not in a front end role, you were in a back end role, but it's going to be all okay. Ultimately, for these MBBs, McKinsey, Benenco, and BCG, the strategy is very different. I mean, we can talk about that later, that you need to get a certain GPA and you need to have certain spikes in your resume, because that is how your resume gets shortlisted. And then the whole process happens, and there's case prep, case interview. So your question is, it's not going to degrade or lower your chances. It's actually a good thing for you.
Yeah, so Palona, no, it will not impact your chances at all. Just focus on, while you're writing your essay, please try to highlight how you have contributed to BCG and McKinsey.
Yeah.
It is more important. Rather than trying to show yourself as a fit for consulting, because nowhere in the ISB application, ISB asks for that. So do not get carried away. Try to write about your present rather than trying to show yourself as a fit for the future, because that is the job for the interview, not for the application.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Ayush, would it be taken negatively if we mention in our essay about depression, migraines, and its impact on general life, work life? My answer is no. I have had people who have written about their mental health challenges, people who have written about epilepsy, and they have all been shortlisted. This is my answer. Ruchir, if you want to add anything.
I would say whatever is happening to you, you should be able to justify it in a very efficient way. If you're able to justify that, nothing like it. I mean, and see, no one's going to look at you in a very demeaning way, or in a negative way if you're writing certain personal elements. In fact, they're only going to encourage you that you have come up and shared your experiences, and you have showcased that in your essays. it's totally fine. Just be true to yourself, as I said earlier, and justify and just let them know the truth actually, and that should work for you. Okay, since you were also part of the admission committee, could you please tell us what ISB looks for in YLP application, as they don't have any work experience? Seen people getting in without any internship, POR and average academics, and people with very good internships and extracurriculars getting rejected. Yeah, so since I'm in the admission committee, my objective was that to look at people's application, and that I was able to read their essays, look at their education details, and so YLP I wouldn't be able to comment so much because YLP is a very different game altogether. And inside news, if I tell you, they are actually trying to scrap it out as well.
I am glad they are doing too.
Yeah,
Stupid.
they're going to come up with a new batch for with 0 years of work experience, and they're actually maybe this year, not this year, but next year they might increase the average work experience from 2 years to not the average, the mandatory work experience from 2 years to 3 years.
3 years.
Right? Because yeah, so they want to increase the quality of the PGP course, and they might actually scrap this YLPEO and make it PGP 0.
All
Right? So
these
it's not yet
are very irritating people.
Yeah.
In your batch also, or was it only my batch?
Yeah, YLPs are the ones who are looked at very. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, let's not say anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Anshul, want you
Yeah,
a
hi,
YLP?
Hey, who is that? Who called me YLP?
I think so. I read it somewhere on your blog कि आप EO थे या
No,
YLP थे.
Adrij, I was EO. There is difference between YLP and EO. YLPs are the people who get selected while they are in college. EOs get selected before 2 years of work.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
we are just saying it in a very I'd say funny tone, and nothing against YLP. They are, no matter what people say, they are the most intelligent people. Imagine ISB is taking them while they're in college. Imagine how good their profile is. So I have nothing against it. Just that we just pull their leg.
Yeah, exactly. We are not trying to demean them or anything. It's
Not
just,
at all. Not at all.
yeah. So YLP ka yaar, the scene is totally different. What exactly happens here? There's some sort of a process which happens. What ISB looks for the YLP application is they're just looking for people who have some sort of fire in them, and who they see there's their potential, they could do much better. And I have seen YLPs outperform normal people as well. So there's nothing wrong in being an YLP, but what exactly happens is, in my views, YLP are not getting that much experience into the table, so somewhere there's some sort of a lag, and that is why they're trying to change it. Yeah, I won't be able to talk much about this.
Yeah, this is a bit out of scope for YLP. We'll discuss YLPs later. Yeah, Shrey, you can unmute and ask.
Yeah, hi Ruchir, hi Anshul. I wanted to ask one thing. Hello, I'm audible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to like actually Ruchir, I have a good profile for class 10th and 12th, but my graduation marks are a bit low. So while you are being part of the adcom, right? So you might be knowing exactly like what impact this have on the application, because from my end, like whenever I'm seeing alumni from ISB, right, I'm seeing 9 pointers and 8 pointers. Mine is stuck at 7.9. So I sometimes get like very like I don't know what will happen even if I am trying, right? So can I like patch that thing up with a good GMAT score? Like, will it be that I can like come up to the same level of the with the other profiles?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's no harm here. You have a good 10th, 12th, and if you're not done well in your undergrad or engineering, or are you an engineer?
Yeah, VIT Vellore.
VIT Vellore. Okay, so yeah, you can make it up in your GMAT. Yeah. So that's not an issue whatsoever. Right, and they're just looking for consistency over there, basically, that okay, 10th and 12th you're performing okay. Undergrad may sometimes people take a dip, and that's fine, but in GMAT, if you show that you are very diligent, and if you're even getting above the average GMAT score, there's nothing like it. I mean, you can always make it up.
There are people with the 7 pointers, 7.8, and that.
Yeah, bilkul hai bhai. There are people who have a low GPA and they have made it into the ISB. See, again, you have to make sure your essays, again, I'm going to say that your essays plays a very big role. Make sure that you're able to highlight everything very efficiently in your essays, that who are you as a person, and what you can get into ISB. And scores and all will not be an issue whatsoever. See, scores and all plays a very big role to get scholarships and all, is what I've seen at IISB. So if that is not your main constraint, that shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, thank you.
What happened to him again? Oh, let me call him.
हेलो, कट गया फिर से?
फिर से कट गया. Meanwhile, I'll answer the question in the chat. Rohan is asking, currently I work in a product management role and I want to pursue the same after MBA. But I also want to experience the ISB culture. So can it be taken as a negative point in interview since I want to be in the same job profile after MBA? I will answer that. Before that, I answer Preeti's question. Did any of you secure a scholarship at ISB? Yes. Preeti, the group that you're a part of, so many people achieved a scholarship. From the Ruchir batch, 2 of my students got scholarship. Riya got a scholarship of 16.5 lakhs and Lalitya got a scholarship of 16.5 lakhs. The batch that has just joined, and all these people are a part of the group as well. Vishwas got a scholarship of 18.5 lakhs. Jayant got 12.5 lakhs. Srihari got 12.5 lakhs. Balaji got 12.5 lakhs. And Ananya Anandita got 12.5 lakhs. So total 6 scholarship, but everyone was round 1. All the scholarship that I was able to get people, they were all round 1. I couldn't get any scholarship to round 2 or round 3.
Chances of getting a scholarship is high in round 1 only, is what I've seen. Round 2 and round 3 is very rare because the pool of the amount of money which they have also gets reduced. And ISB is focusing a lot to get more and more people with scholarships. So it's good to give it a shot. First of all, everyone's eligible for a general merit scholarship, right? So you guys can give it a shot. That's not an issue.
Ruchir, can you answer Rohan question? I have the answer to it, but it's better if you answer.
What is the question? Currently, I work in a product management role and want to pursue the same after MBA, but I also want to experience the ISB culture. Can it be taken as a negative point in an interview since I want to be in the same job profile after MBA? No, yaar, bilkul nahi. You already have a product management ka experience. So first of all, you're getting the experience of product management into the table who are aspiring to be a product manager at ISB, right? So you are a very big asset to them.
Yes.
And so it's totally not an issue. See, your main objective should be that you want to get into ISB, then post that whatever you want to do, you can do, right? So that's not an issue. It's not at all a negative point in interview. It's great that you want to keep on continuing doing product management. You want to enhance your skill set over here, learn more things about business and other verticals involved, and then again get back into product management. I mean, it's a very hotshot thing as well. This year it's been on a very lower end, the product management roles, but of course the market when picks up, it's fine here. It's definitely not a negative thing.
I just want to add to that, Rohan, that they will definitely ask you this question, that what exactly are you looking for with an MBA, because you already are a PM, and then you also want to get into PM. So you really need to application part would be no problem at all. Interview part, you really need to train yourself well, and you need to tell them what are the experiences or what are the expertise or skills or experience you do not have right now in your current experience, which you are planning to gain through an MBA, and why you cannot get it without an MBA. You have to prepare for these 2 answers really well and pray that they are convinced. Mostly they will be convinced if you prepare well. And that's it. That would be the only roadblock, small roadblock in the interview. And once you, kind of get over that roadblock, then the interview will be smooth.
It could be possible that a product manager itself takes your interview.
Yes.
So they might even map you. So you have to you cannot fap over there, right? You just cannot say anything whatsoever. You have to stick to your point.
Okay. Rakesh is asking, past academic matters if someone has 65% throughout.
Yeah, it matters. Past academics, so it does matter. I mean, overall, it gives out a total merit score, right? So it will matter, but again, see, you have to make it up for all these things via your GMAT, via your essays, via your application in general, and if you get selected, then in your interview, you need to justify that you have evolved and you're growing up. See, marks and all is fine, but what you're getting to the table, how you're presenting yourself during the interview, that is a make or break thing here for you. So it could be a bit challenging, but I wouldn't dishearten you by saying ki, "Arey, you're totally gone. One case, nothing can happen to you." Of course, you can make it up. Relax. Focus on your application more. Yeah, whatever has happened now.
Yeah, I
You cannot
keep
change your
saying
10
this.
square, 12 square,
I
right?
keep saying this,
Yeah.
but people still ask that even thinking for 1 minute about ACATS is a waste of time, because out
Waste
of
of
5
time.
parameters that ISP checks, one parameter is completely out of your hand. That is ACATS. It's done. Cannot
Correct.
do anything about it. Please stop thinking about it, no matter what. Okay, Nirmiti, you can ask your question. Ruchir has freezed again, but hopefully will
Yeah.
come back. Yeah.
Yeah, like, should I wait for him or like I can shoot my question?
Better you can type it so that once he comes back.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
Okay, he is coming. By the time, if any of you people who do not know me yet, or any of you have any question to me, please let me know. We can use this time to answer your query. Even though most of you, 90% of you have already heard me enough, and I think you are already bored with me.
And Shul, I'm new here, so I know nothing about
Okay, Preeti, you can ask anything
these.
you want to.
Yeah, your experience, what helped you? Like Ruchir said, he had a great score, and his personal experience that he put out there. And what I got from you is it's about how you sell yourself there, right? You were saying don't never downplay, always talk about your contributions, don't let anything out. So just tell us about your personal experience, what you think helped you get into ISB, where you thought you lacked and how you made up for it, or what you thought was your strength, whatever you can give us,
So
any
Preeti,
inputs.
in my case, just hi Ruchir, I'm just answering one question by
Yeah.
Preeti.
Sorry, my net's wrong. What's happening? It's been
No
going off.
problem. It happens. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's completely okay. So Preeti, in my case, it was pretty easy for me because I had almost everything going on well for me, because I was from a diverse pool. I am a doctor. Second, my GMAT was fairly high with respect to the average GMAT during that time. Right now, Ruchir's batch average GMAT is around 727, right? No,
Yeah,
not
727, 30.
no. 727 is for the batch which is sitting right here. For your batch, it was 716. Your batch was
Okay.
716, I remember. So during my time, it was 707 or 706, and my GMAT was 730. So I was very higher than average. And that was two. And third, my essays, of course, like I've helped so many people, so my own essays are really good. So you can drop me high on WhatsApp. I'll send you my essays. I have made it public for everyone. So
You
that
can check out on the
helped.
website as your
Which
website is there.
no. I'm just sending it to people who ask me.
Okay.
Group and all. I have
Okay.
not put it on website. That would be too much. But anyone ask me, I send them my essays that if it can help you in any way. So that is one. But what I was lacking was WorkX. I was an early entry applicant, so I was only having 6 months of WorkX. So it was really difficult for me to convince them that 6 months, I'm so good that you have to block a seat for me right now, and I'll come and when I'll finish 2 years. That was a challenge, which reflected in the interview also. My interview went on and on and on for 55 minutes. And I realized at one point that they're really grilling me very bad. But having a higher GMAT and other things taken care of kind of helped me. Essays were also very good. So that even my interview, I would not say my interview was like, even interview, I did not take anyone help. I did on my own. And I was very young and very inexperienced. I'm not from the industry, never worked in a corporate I worked only in a startup for 6 months, coming from a very diverse background. So that was one mistake I did in the hindsight, that even though I knew I was good in writing application, I did not kind of took help for interview. In hindsight, I think I should have taken help for the interview also, because the interview was not going in a good direction after 30 minutes. First 30 minutes was all good. because it was all about my achievements, and I had a lot of things to talk about. Then they started grilling on my contribution. How will I contribute to ISB? And I had nothing to say. Then they started grilling me on my post-MBA goals. They said, do you even know the kind of job you're looking for? It's only available to people with 5 to 7 years of work. And I said, no, I don't know. And then they started. So these are the mistakes that can, again, my GMAT and my application quality saved me and my diverse pool. Had I been an engineer with just an average GMAT, then I wouldn't have gotten admit. That's for sure. So take care of these things. I mean, okay, you're writing your application running fine, but once you're getting an admit, please do not go unprepared. Once you get a shortlist, sorry, do not go unprepared. Okay.
Thank you.
Nirmiti, you can unmute and ask.
Yeah, hi, Ruchir and Anshul. Thanks for this session. So I had a question regarding the people who have just like bare minimum threshold of their work experience, like 2 years and 2.5 years. So exactly what work expects they should put in their essays so that they have at least a comparable age with the people who have more work experience. It should be there about the awards, achievements, or the projects they have been leading, and or if not in essays, then how can they showcase that in their interviews by giving examples, or how can they put it?
Yeah, I think you should see. I also had 2.5 years of work experience, and I had so many things, personal things to talk about. And I did mention about, I think I mentioned about how I got an early promotion at my workplace, and what all I was able to contribute, and what are the leadership aspects of getting into it, team building aspects of it, and if there's any certain situation which happened which led to you doing out of the box things. I mean, it's the general basic things which you need to write. Yeah, what exactly are you doing at your work? How you're able to contribute? How you're contributing towards it? Just writing that I did this, I achieved this does not make sense. Some sort of star framework, or I think maybe Anshul can help you much better way how you need to frame yourself. Yeah.
I will just, I think Ruchir had forgotten a bit about his own essays. So because you are not mentioning one very small important point, Ruchir. We highlighted one fact very strongly in your essays, that you are someone who has inherent leadership potential. We highlighted all the small leadership roles that you had done at your school, then your college, and then your workplace. School mein you hosted something at, you led something in your hostel or something, some committee.
Yeah, college, yes, in Chennai I did.
Yeah, I have not read your
BITM.
essay. It's been more than 1 year, but I remember.
Nice.
So, because Ruchir, I'd be very frank, Ruchir did not have any spike in his entire this thing, but I had to show something. And then when I started talking to him, I realized that this is one thread I can see, one continuous trait, that he has led groups. And we showed him as someone who will come to ISP and he will lead OSC or SLC, Operation and Sustainability Council, or Student Life Council. Student Life Council.
Yeah.
And we showed him as a natural leader. While praying that it will work, it did. And it was discussed in his interview as well. His interview questions are uploaded on the website in his blog that he had written long ago. Please go. I'll share the link.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks. That helps.
And it's good to mention awards and stuff. I think there is a different section in the application to write about your awards. You're a project lead or something. You can always show that you have led teams. Again, leadership abilities being shown here. Interviews, mein to obviously you will more talk much about it, but in essays you have to mention all these things for sure.
Okay. Thanks, Ruchir.
Yes, Vikram, you can unmute and ask.
Hi, Ruchir. Hi, Anshul. I have a question that how often you have seen people who have a higher experience and they got into ISB and the post MBA they changed their industry and function.
How much is your work experience, Vikram?
9-10 years.
Okay, so there is a different what is it called, senior executive club. So there is a SEC club present at ISB for people who have work experience greater than 8 years, right? So you will be part of
Okay.
that club automatically. So people have got into, yeah, if I talk very frankly, this year has been a bit challenging for the senior executive club. Like people were coming from, I think one guy was from Merchant Navy, one was from administrative services. He's working with Indian government, and yeah, so people who have higher work experience, it was a bit difficult for them to naturally switch from one particular industry to different industry. I wouldn't say that it's very easy, but the school will always help you out in order to get your dream job and whatever industry you want to get into. Again, it depends on the amount of effort you put into your resume, which you're going to make first of all, and then the resume shortlisting happens, and there are all sort of interview processes. So I would say it wouldn't be very easy, but yeah, I'm saying this, it wouldn't be very easy depending on the current market scenario and what I have seen in my batch, right? So a lot of since you guys are coming from a very high work experience, I have seen that you guys become very choosy in terms of a particular industry, salary, and all sort of things because there's too many constraints involved. So it takes time, but eventually everything works out for sure.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, people on the chat have written, what are the initial challenges that you faced as a part of the cohort in the starting phase of the PGP? Should I discuss it right now, or
Yeah,
should I
you can.
focus?
Why not? A bit of flavor about life in ISB is also good to motivate others. It should.
Yeah, it was very difficult for me. I am I am an engineer. I had no background in finance and whatsoever. Although I was coming from a banking industry, but I was a developer over there, so I had little to zero finance knowledge of that now. So in the initial phases, now they teach you accounting and finance related courses, economic related courses. So it was a bit challenging for me for sure. I mean, it was difficult for me to pick it up, and like I had to devote a lot of time, I would say, because in our batch there were too many CAs, BCom, and BBA, and all sort of things. So they have already learned all these things. It was a new thing for me since I was coming from an engineering background. But it was fun, यार. I mean, अगर ये सब नहीं होता तो फिर मजा भी नहीं आता इतना. Right?
Now,
It's all part of the.
at least you are an engineer, Ruchir, so you knew a bit of numbers. Like, imagine me. Everything was unfamiliar. I was like
Oh,
a
true.
crazy chicken running around here and there with absolutely no clue what is happening. And totally
Correct.
lost for a few months. But yeah, but it is fun. Ultimately, you figure out like what to
Yeah,
do.
you figure it out, and that is the fun, fun aspect of it also. That you are able to overcome all these challenges and you're able to strive it. So it's fine. You will sail
Yeah, it
through.
kind of makes
And I
you
would say
strong.
that they're
No, please
strong.
continue.
And I would say there are too many what do you call myths involved with ISB, that this particular term is called the hell term. This particular term mein to khatam ho tum, you can't do anything. Just don't go with that mindset. I also had a very lengthy discussion with one another alum regarding the curriculum and all those things, hell term and whatsoever. So it's again, it's the when you make it into ISB, we can have a lengthy discussion about this, but just go with a very free mind and just be open for everything, and don't go with preconceived notions ki अरे ISB में तो this happens and ये होता है वो होता है. I mean, you will sail it through, यार. Shouldn't be an issue.
Every term
If
was
I can do it, I'm pretty sure you all can do it.
every term was a hell term for me, I would say. Even though I was placed very early, like the
Oh,
day one started and early morning I was placed, but even next 6 months were hell for me, I would say.
अरे रे.
Anyway, but I think that kind of experience has molded me into like a
Of
multitasker,
course.
but not right. Anyway,
I
it's
mean,
not.
ISB purposefully grills you as well. I would say, in order to mold you as a person. When you come out of ISB, you would feel ki, okay, I've gone through so much earlier. Now, when you face life ahead, you wouldn't feel ki yaar itna hai, right? So it's fine.
One thing that is that I have seen is that you will not get rattled by any professional challenges. Like you will be able to figure out, and you will see that you have become much more productive than anyone around you, any non-ISBN around you. You will become much more productive. That will surely happen. Not only
For
my
sure, yeah.
opinion, but everyone else's opinion who has gone to ISB. Krisha is asking, did anyone fail? Does anyone fail?
No, no one fails. No one fails. Yeah.
No, no one fails.
Ultimately, if you do very, very bad, you will get a very low grade. So the grading structure is designed in such a way that there are certain everything holds a certain amount of percentage. So ultimately, your final exams are like some 30-40%, and in electives it reduces even more. So no one fails.
Rohan is asking, is proof needed for awards like certificates or anything? Rohan, no. ISB does not ask for any proof. IIM does. IIM Ahmedabad and all, they will ask to uh, submit the certificate, upload the certificate. I'm yet to confirm if uploading those certificate is mandatory or not in IIM Ahmedabad and Bangalore and all. I'll confirm that very soon in the group. But ISB, absolutely not.
Yeah, right now in ISB it's a no. But our batch had a thing that there should be vetting of all those things, certificates, and people who were working also were telling a lot of things. We did this, we did that. So they were planning to vet it, but right now it's nothing. Nah, it's not confirmed yet. As of now, no vetting is happening. There might be though. You never know.
Yeah, even I am hearing they are planning to do some major changes to the batch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Hi, I just had a question regarding this certificate since it was brought up. For example, I have my sports certificates, but I did work as a research assistant and a teaching assistant. There are no certificates provided for that. So I was thinking of putting that as well under my work experience. So will that require any
No,
proof
I
or
just said
no?
Preeti is not required. Why are you asking it again?
Even this,
No
okay,
proof
even
required.
as a research assistant.
No.
So they'll take my word for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
As
you
long
are
as you're able to
including it,
justify it properly,
yeah.
they will take
If you're
it.
including it as WorkX in the work experience section, then you need to show some paperwork, either your pay slip or a letter of experience.
Oh, yeah. Pay slip. Okay. Okay.
But just by
I'll get back to you on that later.
no, you don't need to get back to me. You need to get back to the AdCom of ISB. I'll give you the number and the email ID. They will tell you what to do.
Okay. Okay. Specific questions. Okay.
There's one more thing on the chat is the average. Aditya is asking, is the average GMAT going to increase for the quarter of 26?
Decrease.
Any predictions?
Decrease because they are not
Decrease.
accepting online GMAT anymore.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not accepting online GMAT. It's all offline.
This year they accepted online GMAT. I thought that rule was applicable since this year itself.
No.
I think Ketan has put up a post on LinkedIn.
No, they have accepted. They have accepted.
They
have accepted.
Actually, I saw Ketan's post only, and that's why I'm saying that. I think Ketan mentioned
you
it.
trust me more or Ketan more? Tell me.
I trust you, sir. I trust you. Yeah.
Anshul, Ruchir, hi. I had a quick question. So during this call, promotions were mentioned quite a lot of times. Having 4+ years of experience with almost 6 months of a break, I mean 4 years total, in addition to a 6-month break. I haven't had a promotion, but I've switched 3 jobs, and in my third job, I've had a change of role. The first one was a startup, and now this one is an OTT company. So would that be a talking point, or promotion is like a mandate? Because it's 4 years, I'm a little worried ki 4 saal mein I haven't shown any progress in the same company.
Nothing like that. कि I'm not
Mandate तो कुछ है ही नहीं ISB में यार.
नहीं मतलब अगर preferable हो तो there's something I can try.
Not at all. Not at all. They do not care about your promotions and all on paper. They care about what have you done, how have you contributed to the company. Because see, promotions and your job title are very dynamic. Someone in startup might get 5 promotions in 2 years, right?
Fair enough.
And someone can join in I will not take the name because she has just clear. She has just got an admit. There's one girl who is a director of marketing in a startup, and she has 2 years of work ex. Right? So job titles, promotions, they differ in company to company. Like PSU people will never get a fast promotion. 5 years they will working, they will not get a promotion. They will not be even, they will be doing the same job over and over again for 5-6 years. But they do go to ISB, right? You have already seen so many people from IOCL, ONGC, HPCL going to ISB from the group itself. So please, your contribution, what actually you have done at work, that matters. Promotion, your title, nothing matters. Ruchir, if you want to add something or onto this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally agree with what Anshul is saying. It does not matter, yeah. You just need to showcase again key what are the contributions you're getting. You've switched 3 roles. They might ask you for sure, ki, why have you switched three companies in a very short span of time? So you should be able to justify that since you were not satisfied or your hunger, there was a hunger for something, and that is why you changed. I mean, I'm just giving examples, but yeah, you should be able to justify over there. And see, having promotion, it just becomes a talking point. Yeah, okay, someone has done something and he has just been promoted. Well, why did you get promotion? So in that, it becomes a talking point kind of a thing, right? It's not a mandatory thing for sure. And there's, as he said, there's nothing mandatory stuffs required for ISB. As long as you are able to portray yourself in the truest manner, everything is fine. Yeah, you just need to find in yourself. And I'm saying, you guys will have so much to talk about and so much to write. When you actually sit down and pen paper लेके बैठो and then लिखो. जब लिखना शुरू करोगे ना, तो तुम लोगों को अपने आप पॉइंट्स निकल के आएंगे. मैं भी बस हवा में सोच रहा था. During my prep also, I was thinking a lot of stuff. But when I actually I used to ping Anshul n number of times कि ये है, वे डालूं, वो नहीं डालूं, क्या करूं, and he tolerated me. So you need to get things up.
Remember for essay 1, I had asked for 4 pointers and Ruchir had given me 9. And then I merged 2 of them, two I merged, and then 1 I eliminated. Then that I did put somewhere else in the application in that part. So these things take a lot of time. It cannot be done in the last moment. One good thing that Ruchir has already done before reaching out to me, he had all the pointers written down somewhere in some way. And that kind of helped me to take it ahead from there. But still it took a lot of discussion.
That's quite insightful. Thank you very much.
Yes, Palona, from the next batch, GMAT online is not going to be accepted at ISB, and IIMs were anyway not accepting GMAT online. So no more GMAT online for Indian schools. Top tier one. I mean, I'm pretty sure you only are interested in top tier schools. So the ABC, ISB, no more online GMAT. Please note, all of you. 27 people still in the call, excluding both of us, 25 at 11 in the night on a weekend. So I just hope that you guys are really serious candidates and all of you will apply in round 1. Okay. Anything else?
If you guys want to connect with me one-on-one, or if you have any, yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry, please continue.
Yeah, Ruchir is saying if anyone wants to connect with him one-to-one, you can connect to him.
Okay. I'll share my number, email ID. However you're comfortable, you can reach out to me. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for this call. It's been very insightful. So my question was something related to like my post-MBA goal. Now, if I'd want to get into consulting, and I know that's a field that a lot of people would want to get into. And if I'm thinking of writing my essay 3, that's career goals, how do you suggest I stand out or like differentiate myself from the from the people that are going to consulting?
Essay 3, what is essay 3?
He will not know. He will not know because Ruchir's batch did not have any essay 3.
Got it. It's career goals.
Is it
essay 2 for you? Essay 2 for you.
Oh, okay. समझ गया. So can you please come again? What is the main thing which you need to have?
No, like how do I stand? Like no. So when I'm writing my career goals, if I want to get into consulting, Now, because that's a field that a lot of people would want to get into, like from the rest of them. Like, is there something that you suggest that I work on or like work towards or like write about?
See, a lot of folks, what they did was, suppose if they want to get into a product role or a consulting role, they actually went on to switch to something very similar to it, right? So you can mention in your essays that, you know, you are so passionate about consulting that you went on to do some sort of a project, or you took some initiative or some project you took and you were working on it, and so all these things you can write it in your essays over there. How to make yourself stand out, I would say, take help from Anshul after you get some pointers on right, and that is how you will get to know what all can make you stand out. But yeah, I need to know your profile, and like I think it's a very one-on-one discussion, then only I can help you out. It's a very broad thing.
Noted.
I'll share my number and
Thank you.
email ID. You guys can reach out to me anytime. I am free. I am joining on 6th May, so I have 1 week of time. I'm in Gurgaon right now. If you want to meet me personally as well, I am happy to meet you all.
We
I'm
can
in
actually
Gurgaon right
arrange
now.
a meeting
So,
with Ruchir, because I am also in Gurgaon.
okay.
Who is in Delhi?
Yeah, we can do that. Sure. Yes.
Thank you.
Ruchir, one final question from my end.
Yeah.
So last time when I had submitted my application for ISB, post retrospection, I realized it was mostly a half-baked application and even staler interview, right?
Your
that
application is not even half baked; it is 1/4 baked.
Yeah, that's what. So actually, in that application, I had mentioned that I wanted to switch to consulting because I had a very, I would say, limited view that ISB is a consulting heavy school and there are going to be majority placements happening in that domain. Post retrospection, I realized that sales and marketing, the domain which I am in currently, I wish to be a part of that field itself. And in this application, I'm going to work on that field. I'm going to, portray it that way itself. Is this going to play out against me? That last year you had mentioned consulting, now you want to switch to sales and marketing.
Aditya, I have already answered this so many times. Your last year application are not seen by anyone. It is gone, done and dusted. How many times you'll ask the same question?
I don't remember that I asked it to you. So
yes.
Okay, they're not going to refer my last application.
They
right?
They don't have the time. Do you think they have time? Oh, this person had reapplied. So have reapplied. So I'll compare the last application to this application. No, the only connection between your last application to this application is your reapplicant essay. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have written a long note to reapplicants, long note on how should be their mentality before reapplying. I will copy paste again in the list right now after this call. Please read it properly. Okay.
Yeah.
And they do not refer to your last application. Just again, I'm reiterating. They do not have access to your last application. Even in the interview, they do not have access to your last application. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
Ruchir, Anshul mentioned that you wrote in your essay that you would want to pick up leadership roles and like be a part of the SEC and all, right? Did you actually take part in, like, if yes, how was it?
So yeah, I did not go into these councils. Let's say I was in sports club, I was in music club, and then I was also part of ISB Super League. I was also part of section wars, which happens over here. So I took a lot of leadership roles in terms of sports and music, I would say. I did not get into those councils as say. Student Life Council.
There are a few things, Dhanush, we will do to ensure that you get to ISB. Once you get to ISB, that's it. Your application chapter is closed. You do whatever you want to do.
It's not an hard and fast rule, no. Whatever you have written in your application, that you have to follow that. So it's totally fine.
No, I was just curious because that's something that I'd also want to pursue.
No, so
That's
Danush, that part is not there in ISB application anymore. That essay is not there anymore. In Ruchir's essay, it was specifically mentioned what exactly will you do for peer learning, and they have
Peer
to
learning.
400 words on it.
Got
It's
it.
not there anymore. But it's a very important. This question still remains as a very important question in the interview. So you will have to prepare for it, but not now. We'll start talking about it as soon as you submit, and then we'll talk about it in the interview. This remains a very important question, even though they have eliminated this question from the application. Even for the people who have just joined this year, this question was omnipresent. Almost every other interview, they asked you, okay, what will you do when you come here? How will you contribute to the cohort? What value you'll bring to the table?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
So we have to prepare for this, but not now.
Got it.
In the interviews, they might be asking, but somehow
That's what I'm
this
saying.
question would be
Interview,
coming up.
this is a very
Yeah,
important question.
very important
Application, they have eliminated.
question.
This year application, which they changed last year, I mean, is very different and difficult
Ah.
to you people. I hope you know that, Ruchir. Already. You have seen the application questions.
Yes.
It's very different. Your
I think that
topic was
removed certain
still,
elements as well.
yeah, your topic was still easy to do it at the last moment if you really put your heart and soul into it. But this year topic is this year topics are very, very, very complex.
Pinpointed also very.
Sorry?
Very pinpointed as well, the topics this time.
Yeah, it just needs a lot of introspection, lots of brainstorming, soul searching. Less factual. Yours was very factual. Okay, what will you do? Tell me, as peer learning. So you'll write few points. But here they're asking, provide an honest portrayal of yourself. Now, how do you do that? That is
Yeah,
the
exactly.
challenge. Anyway, great. If you guys do not have any question, I would love to end the call and go to sleep. I'm not really going to sleep. I have some of you have to send a few stuff for essay too, I know. But yeah. No.
Again, I would want to reiterate, I'm happy to take calls and emails. If you want a one-on-one discussion or very pinpointed stuff, I'm happy to help you. I'm available for 1 week, and then it might be a bit difficult, but I'll be available for sure, future as well.
Perfect. Great.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good night. Have a good Sunday. Please, please, please do not waste any time. Ruchir, April is almost over. Do you have to say anything to these people? Because the deadline is approaching now.
Start working out there, start thinking what you actually want to put into your essays. It's the most important thing. You wouldn't realize, you will keep on thinking about GMAT, GRE, J strategy, wo strategy, and you will end up, doing very bad in your application part. Application is very important here. And whatever he is saying, just keep following it up. Yeah, I thought did at the very last moment. You guys have a lot of time in your hand. Utilize it. Make the most out of it. And I'm happy to help. I'm always available. And I think Anshul will help you through and throughout. So you're in right hands, I would say.
Thank you, Ruchir, for your kind words again. And let's try to meet before you leave. Where is your posting in India? Bangalore?
Bangalore. 6 months Bangalore.
Let's meet. Let's meet definitely. है ना?
Done.
Chalo ji. Bye bye.
Chalo. Bye. See you guys. Good night. Take care. All the best.
Bye. Good night.